We're back. I know Reef's got some Knicks news to talk about. I'm sure he's not too happy. We're gonna have a couple drinks and talk some sports as always. The floor is yours, Reef.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough time to be a Knicks fan. This one hurt for all the Knicks. We had a lot of hope, especially after beating the Celtics. We see the Pacers, definitely an opportunity to win. Um, that game one really fucked us big time. Luckiest bounce I ever seen in a game of basketball ever in my whole life. Luckiest bounce.
Crazy balance.
The ball went up to the fucking rafters. I don't know if the nosebleeds fucking got a better view of that ball than anybody else.
That the camera guy missed it.
Yeah, it bounced out of the screen. They were the luckiest shot I ever seen, but that game,
It's basketball.
that game really fucked up the whole series for the Knicks. Um, it sucks. I had a feeling that we were going to lose on Saturday, so I wasn't too behind them. I didn't want to be upset after the loss, but yeah, it sucks for sure.
I think you guys were spent, Reef. It was a long playoff run. Those guys were playing 40 minutes a game during the regular season. I think all those playoff minutes added up. And I think the difference in the series, as a non-biased fan, was obviously a couple breaks went their way, but still, I think they just had a better bench, and I think they were better coached. That's what it came down to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, our bench is just can't get it done. I think you're 100% right about the bench. They go deeper than us. Their bench drops 30 to 40 a game.
Yep.
We're lucky if we get 20 out of our bench.
Yeah.
They drop double the amount of points off the bench than we do. Guys come off the bench and
And,
drop 20.
and then their game six, last game, their star players outplayed your star players. What's the big guy's name? I'm blanking on his name.
Siakam?
Yep, he played great, and so did what's the other? The point guard played phenomenal.
Yeah, Siakam doesn't get as much credit as he should.
He really is good. You know, he's a proven winner too. One with the Raptors,
Yeah, no, I mean, if he wins again, he's like Hall of Fame status possibly.
definitely.
Wins again.
Uh, what are your uh, what are your moves you want the Knicks to do this offseason? Do you want them to,
And we clearly need to work on our bench.
yeah, make a splash trade or
Possibly. I just watched a post from a guy off New York Post Sports,
Kevin Durant rumors?
and he's ripping on Cat, calling him a loser, saying
Oh,
how
yeah, that guy's an asshole.
he's an idiot.
Yeah,
He's
is the Geo. He's on fucking Boomer and Geo. That's who it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
He's
looks
a
like a
fucking
fucking fool.
moron. I mean, Cat had a filthy season, and without him, the Knicks don't even make it out of the first round. They
No,
lose to Detroit.
you're 100% right. Obviously his defense is not great, but his
No.
offensive talent outweighs the defensive ability. Nobody plays defense in the NBA anyways.
Yeah, and he gets fucking 15 rebounds a game.
Yeah, that guy is just a fucking idiot.
That was the worst take I've seen.
He's
Really.
got he's getting a lot of backlash for it too, which is good. I think he should be getting backlash for that comment.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's like reaching for clicks and views.
Maybe
But
they have that already, but yeah.
anyone that knows fucking basketball knows that Cat's filthy player.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Averaged 24 points in the regular season with 12 boards, and then averaged 21 and 12 in the playoffs. He
You don't
averaged 21 and 12.
you don't get out of the first round like you said, Reed, without him, and I'm 100% agree with that. I think what hurts as I mean I'm not a Knicks fan, but for you guys is this is probably not. I'm not going to say you guys can definitely be back, but this was as good as a chance as you can have to get to the finals. You beat a
Agreed.
good Celtics team who was injured, but you still beat them. And then you had an upset with the Pacers. You know, Pacers kind of line up evenly with you guys, but
Yeah, home court advantage.
it really was lining up for you guys to make the finals, and it just sucks that you guys fell short, obviously.
No, yeah, next year. I mean, it's not like we're guaranteed to go back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Nothing's guaranteed, absolutely not. It's hard to win in the NBA.
But I would like to keep Cat and Brunson, and if they want to play around with OG and Bridges and Hart, because Bridges was a fail of a trade, in
Five
my
for
opinion.
26. Oof.
Yeah, and the guy's he's a good player, but not. I mean, he misses so many open shots. Um, the game six, Brunson. I love Brunson. He's my favorite. He's like one of my favorite Knick players. But just an awful game by Brunson. If after the first quarter,
Yeah.
he just played terrible. He was 8 for 18 from the field. He had 5 turnovers. He's like handing them the ball. Um,
Yeah, you played into the Pacers' pace also. That was the big difference in that game. They like to
yeah,
move fast, and you guys played right into that.
people want to come at Tibbs a lot. And of course I can't. I don't think Tibbs is that great, but I don't love him. I don't hate him.
He's
I
definitely
mean, we
he's
haven't been we haven't been back to the East to the conference finals in 25 years.
yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of
Think
tough to fire a coach when you haven't been there in 25 years and then you get
uh,
back.
you go back one more year with him and see what happens. And say if you guys get upset in the first round, then you cut your ties. You know what I'm saying? You go from there.
Yeah, we got to give him another year.
You got to see what happens.
We got to improve our bench somehow.
I agree. Your
Yeah,
bench.
nobody on the bench.
When you
Uh,
play 7 or 8, those three guys better be fucking producing points, like you say, and they're either hit or miss.
every good championship team has some guys on the bench that get buckets.
Yep, absolutely.
Um, Josh Hart, I love his hustle. I love his rebounding, but his offensive game is so weak. He turns the ball over and he just can't get buckets. He can't shoot.
Not consistent, no.
I mean, I wouldn't even say consistent is the word for him. He had a good regular season. And he got a lot of double doubles. I give him that. Um, but 10 points is like the most you're really gonna get out of this guy.
No.
He don't score, and I don't know. I think we might have to get rid of him. I
Yeah,
think if people want to go jerk off Josh Hart somewhere else in another city, then you fucking give him away.
yeah. It's a tough end of the season for you guys. It's going to be a short summer because before you know it, it's training camp in August again, September, and I'll be curious to see after the NBA finals, like what all these crazy trade rumors happen. I heard a lot of stuff is going to happen, so it's going to happen quick because that's how the NBA works.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of moves made. What do
What
you?
do you think about the finals matchup? Who do you think's going to win that?
I think OKC smokes them.
Really?
I think they smoke them. I think that their defense is a lot better than the Knicks defense.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, a lot of height.
I think that they only have like one loss. I'm pretty sure versus the Eastern Conference. I think they only have one loss versus
Yeah,
the
for
Eastern
the West.
Conference.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it could be a sweep potentially.
Yeah, I think they win in 6. I'm going to go with Thunder in 6. That's my prediction.
The NBA is definitely a little hurt that these teams made it. I don't think the
Uh,
viewership numbers will be there.
Not good for those ratings, that's for sure.
Nah, because I'm a big basketball guy, and I'm gonna watch it, but a lot of people ain't watching that shit.
Who the fuck wants to see those two teams? They're not big markets. I mean, props to them for making it, but
I mean, OKC's a great team to watch,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they're just very talented, but nobody's gearing into that shit.
no,
Unless you're a big basketball fan.
no. We got a little bit of football news to talk about. Your New England Patriots
That's right.
party.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
He's passing around some pink powder. I saw today he reported to OTAs finally.
Yeah. I'm sure his
Fantastic.
PR his team is
Girl.
pissed off at him. Now he's with Cardi B. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna be a great addition to the Patriots.
Yeah. He'll fit right in.
He's gonna be a great addition to the Pats, and the Patriots are gonna be good. In my opinion,
I think they're going to be all right this year.
I focus a lot on that division in the NFL, on New England, Jets,
As the Bills, those other
Miami, Buffalo. I think Buffalo takes first place, and I think people are talking about the Jets maybe coming in second place, which
no.
is possible, but I think it's gonna go Buffalo, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you on that take. I actually think with a full year for Drake May now, and coaching is huge. No, sorry, what the hell is his name? I'm blanking on the coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
Ray Bro. I'm saying the name wrong, I believe, but he's a hell of a coach, former Patriot. He's gonna get that team to play for him, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about your Giants this year?
I'm excited a little bit. We have a tough schedule, so I don't think they're gonna win many games, but I think they're gonna be in a lot of games, if that makes sense. Our defense should be really good and keep us in a lot of games. We have a pretty fun defense to watch with Carter we drafted. We still have Brian Burns, Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence is one of the best in the game. We got some cornerback we signed this year and safety. So that should help the defense a little bit. It's offense, just they still didn't really do much. But we got Russell Wilson. We'll see how that goes for a couple weeks. And then probably once we're out of the playoff picture, they're going to start to get the rookie in Jackson Dart, who I'm very excited for. I think the kid's got swagger. I think he could hopefully be the next, hopefully franchise quarterback. I really do hope so. I don't think they win more than 5 games, maybe 4 or 5 games, but I think they're going to win just enough and be competitive where they're going to give Dable a chance to work with his rookie quarterback and kind of work with him and see what happens. We'll
So you
see.
think Wilson's gonna start for the Giants?
Yes, the starting job is his to lose for sure. Unless Dark has a crazy mini,
Can't.
I still think he starts, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to rush him in always. You know what I mean? The Patriots kind of did the same thing with Drake May last year. He didn't start right away. He came in a couple games in. So
I think that the Jets are gonna be really good.
you think so?
I do, and I'm a Patriot fan.
Yeah.
I think that they need to wake up Wilson. If you can wake up Wilson,
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. If you can wake up Garrett Wilson, I think he's a top five receiver in the league. I mean,
A
he's
college quarterback now.
24. I know that's his college quarterback he's with. He's only 24 years old, Garrett Wilson, and he's been in the league. I want to say at least 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, this is gonna be his fourth year.
I mean, he's only 24 years old. He's very young. I think he's going to be top five, and they got to wake him up.
He's got massive talent. He needs to get the ball for sure.
You
Gonna come.
know,
That offensive line, they drafted another new lineman, so we'll see. That offensive line needs to hold up. And I think on the defensive side, their middle linebackers, that was a weak spot for them last year. They definitely need more consistent play out of that. But the Jets should be competitive. I do agree with you. I'm not sure.
I think Fields is a good quarterback.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they're gonna look with a new coach. None of that. They got rid of the Aaron Rodgers saga. You're not dealing with that nonsense anymore. It's definitely a good move for them.
Yeah, Rodgers was a complete bum for the New York Jets, and I don't even get how people stick up for the guy still.
Yeah.
Awful with the Jets. He didn't want to be a Jet. He didn't. Anytime you seen him off the field, he wasn't in a Jets hat. He's blaming everybody else for messing up, talking about his ego the whole time. Oh, I'm Aaron Rodgers. It's that guy's fault. He didn't study the fucking play.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like he didn't take any accountability for shit. I think that he needs to get into the commentator booth. I think that every organization needs to stay away from him.
Toxic.
The
Yeah.
guy needs to retire. He's coming off an injury at 40 years old, a
They're saying
serious injury.
they're saying
Get up to the commentator booth. So
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah, I mean, he ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
He ain't going back to the playoffs.
you know what you got with him at this point. Um,
Maybe you get a 500 season out of him. Maybe.
yeah.
I don't want to take all. He's a great quarterback. He was a great quarterback, but I think he's washed. He ain't Tom Brady,
No,
and he don't have Tom Brady's line in front of him.
no.
But I think it's going to be a very competitive. between the Patriots and the Jets,
Yep,
and I think second place is up for grabs between one of those two teams.
definitely. We'll be talking a lot of football, come football season. Absolutely.
The fucking Yankees got fucking blown off, huh?
They lost 2 out of 3, but
I mean,
look,
it's nice. It's nice to take the third game, but that second game was just absolutely fucking
I was
brutal.
I,
Doors blown.
I was at a concert and I happened to check the Knicks score when I was there, and then I was like 18-2. What the fuck happened? I was like, holy shit! It was
You
like
know,
10.
game one, we could have won.
It was like 10-0 in the second inning. I was like, Jesus!
Game one, I thought we could have won.
They blew a 5-0 lead.
Yeah.
Fucking
Uh,
World Series all over again.
it,
Dodgers are wagging, that's for sure. Uh, we got to hope they get upsetted this year. I don't want to see them.
it's gonna be a lot of good baseball coming into the second half of the year.
Yeah, like I talked about last time we talked Reeve, with the Yankees. DJ LeMayo's washed. I do not want to see him in the lineup. I know he had 4 hits last night, but he still is fucking washed. Um, Jazz is coming back now off the IL. I heard they're gonna put him back at third base. So second base is up for grabs, and they need to go trade for somebody come the deadline. Um, I think that's our biggest need is the second baseman right now, and maybe another one or two relievers. But I think from a starting pitching standpoint, we're fine. We're gonna be all right. Rodon's been great. Max Fried has been awesome.
Yeah, I like our starters, but you know, our relief fucking kills us all the
Yeah.
time.
We definitely need to get that bullpen a little. I mean, I like our bullpen, but it's still you can always work on that bullpen, especially come October. You need it to be the best it can be.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what do you think? What do you think the Yanks do this year? What are your predictions on the Yanks?
I think we're gonna win the American League. I do. Yeah.
Do you think we get back to the World Series?
I think we do, and hopefully we
There's
finish.
a lot of good teams. You know, Detroit's really good.
Yeah.
Cleveland's really good,
Yeah.
and fucking, we got to what? Toronto's kind of sneaking up on us.
Those teams don't scare me. I think we're gonna make enough moves where we get the job done, but we'll see. Detroit, if any team scares me, is definitely Detroit because they have really good pitching. But
And
like
Detroit always kills us.
yeah, like you were saying, Reeve, we got to focus on what's ahead. We're gonna have a lot of baseball to talk about moving forward once the finals wrap up here, and then we're gonna kick it right into postseason baseball and NFL. College will be starting. We got a lot to talk about for sure.
And the Mets are holding on real strong. I mean, they took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I saw that.
Unfortunate to say, but they took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, which is very impressive.
Yeah,
And they're winning games.
we're now entering June, so it's gonna be baseball will be picking up. The weather will be getting hotter,
Yeah,
and
we'll be talking a lot of baseball.
the dog days of baseball for sure.
We'll be locking in on the Yankees. Unfortunately, the Knicks are done. It fucking sucks that basketball's over for me.
Join the
Uh, you know, but I mean, I'm still hurt over it. You know, it's gonna be a tough one to get over.
Should be. You're a true fan, that's for sure.
You know, but it kind of feels like I mean, I feel like I'm a Celtics fan right now.
Yeah.
Watching your team, you know, as a Celtics fan, you watch your team lose to the Knicks, you're like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of how I feel. We lose to the Pacers, like you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, it hurts.
But again, it's like you said, their bench was the difference.
Yeah, and coaching, I think
And
he's a
that game one fucked us just like the Yankees in the World Series.
he's a better coach. Carlisle's a better
Yeah,
coach for sure.
definitely.
He's won a championship as well with Dallas.
No, yeah, I'm not blaming Tibbs for the loss. We had 17
Oh,
turnovers, but I mean, he doesn't help.
coaching does have an impact still, and I just think Tibbs ran them to be exhausted.
Yeah,
Players will never admit it, but it's definitely a factor.
yeah. I mean, and again, like I said, Brunson. It sucks that he had that game.
Yeah, he's a great
Like,
player. But had a tough game 6.
tough game 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be here. We'll be talking a lot of Yankees,
Yeah.
a lot of baseball,
Yep.
and we're gonna start picking it up more about football.
Absolutely.
but we still got a couple months till the first game, so we'll be locked in on the Yanks.
Well, let's go Yanks, baby.
All right. All
Cheers.
right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.